Hey everybody, so today's stories and lesson is about perseverance. And I want to tell you guys two stories. One I want to tell you about myself, and the other one, a beautiful example of perseverance that I just saw last night. The first one was when I first opened my gym in 2000. There wasn't any functional training gyms in the United States at that time. There wasn't any body weight training places except outside, maybe in playgrounds and stuff, but there was never a gym like it. So it was hard. It was hard to get people in the door. I persevered. I got people in the door. It was hard people to get to believe that you can do this type of training and get results. We did that. It grew, got up to huge hundreds of members. But the thing that I like to remember back on is during the hardest times. So after I'd been open for about 2 or 3 years, I had a very, very difficult time. During a 1.5 year time span, I had 7 people, family members, my brother and friends that got killed. Seven people got killed within a 1.5 year time span. And that killed me. My heart, literally understanding what it means when somebody says heart-wrenching. I learned what that was at that time. Being that I ran the gym myself, I was still teaching all the classes. So mentally, I didn't have the luxury of saying, well, I'll have somebody else teach for me. I had to go do the work. I had to go teach classes the afternoon when my brother was shot and killed in the morning. I had to go do these things because there wasn't any backup. I didn't have instructors. Nobody else did this type of training, so I had to teach all the classes. And so I did the work and I persevered, but what I kept asking myself was, I kept telling myself, eagles don't fly in flocks. Fire sharpens steel, strengthens steel, you know? And I know I probably screwed that analogy up, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. You know, and it was literally my moment of through the fire, like Shaka Khan said. And massive struggles, but what I always look back at is how did I react during the times of turmoil, the time of tension, the hardest part that was mentally super hard for me. How did I react right in that moment? And that's also when I realized the beauty of working out, the beauty of doing base alignment training, the beauty of having a strong community. Because if you have a strong community, if you work out and it's part of your lifestyle, moments like these happen every single day. The weight's too heavy. I'm hitting failure on these reps. I want to do more reps. I'm having a hard time staying focused on doing this pose properly. So how do you stay in it? That's where the mental, physical connection applies. And it's in those moments of struggle that we become stronger. So my greatest moments in my life were the worst moments in my life. Because in those moments, like the morning my brother was shot and killed, that morning I said, how are you, and other moments right around that time, I said, how are you gonna react? Are you gonna crumble? Or are you gonna stand? Are you gonna think of him happy? Or are you gonna just be depressed and get crushed? And I chose to stand. I chose to remember him fondly. I chose to remember the good times. And that's why in training, that's why I love about working out and base and stuff, is that every single day you have a choice in the middle of every set, in the middle of every workout, working with other people. Do you support them or do you want them to fail? Do you challenge yourself to go to higher levels? Or do you succumb to your mind saying, oh, you better stop. Oh, you're too tired. Oh, you can't do that. That is the time to buck up and mentally become stronger. And it literally gives you the opportunity every single day. So that was a quick version of my story, what I went through. Last night, I saw something beautiful. It looked bad, but it was beautiful. I have a very close friend. His name is Jude. He's one of the best bodyweight guys in the world. And he was going against a young buck that is also, both of these guys are barbarians. And that means they're elite bodyweight calisthenics guys. But Jude was going against a young buck who is on point. He was feeling his game last night, and he was crushing it. But the thing I loved so much about it is Jude never quit. This kid was on point. He was killing every single set. Jude was doing his sets and he would not quit. I loved that. At first I was like, oh man, Jude's hurting. Jude's having a hard time. But what I got out of it, as each set, each round, they were doing 25 push-ups and they keep going. And this kid was ready. He'd get 25 done in like 15 seconds. Jude would get up there. You could tell he was tired. You could tell he was hurting, but he didn't quit. He kept doing his 25 push-ups until they were done. And for that, I have major respect for Jude and his barbarian mindset to not quit during a set, not quit during a workout, but during that very time, stand up. Stand rather than struggle, stand rather than fall. I love that about working out, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to tell you guys this story today. It's about perseverance. It's about people helping people. Mentally, every single day, challenge yourself, rise to a higher level. When you think you can't do anymore, keep going. Keep giving a little bit more effort, and every single day you have an opportunity with every workout, every single set that you're doing. And if it's not you, inspire somebody else, challenge somebody else, encourage them to go to a higher level. Okay, so I hope these two stories resonate with some of you guys out there. I'm about to get my workout. Okay, I did this workout a few weeks ago, 32K. For 10 dips, then 10 push-ups, then 2 10-count holds. And I'm gonna try and do that for rounds. I'm gonna try and do as many rounds of it as unbroken as I can. Last time I only did 1 set unbroken, and then I went to sets of 5 of each for 5 rounds. And that was a great workout. See how I do today. All right, getting ready for my second round. Last time I did this, I broke at 5. So I'm gonna do this no matter what. I'm doing 10 and 10 from now on and see how many I can do. And how I'm gonna try not to break sets. No joke. I got 10 dips, broke a 7 on the push-ups, then got the last 3 and it didn't break on the 2 10-count holds. So far I feel pretty good. All right, round 4. First round, no broken sets. Second round, 1 broken set. Third round, 2 breaks in my set, all on my push-ups. So hopefully I can maintain. This is not a bad pace. I'm doing pretty good, I feel. Alrighty, my 5th and final round. Mentally, physically, spiritually, focus to do your best. Persevere. Use this as an example. Use my stories as an example. Use Jude as an example. And see what you can do today to challenge yourself, to persevere, and then also inspire others. Holy crap. Now, that last rep was ugly. What was my last rep? So I said, I'm not quitting on this last rep. I don't care if it's ugly. I'm finishing. Immediately, I thought of Jude. I thought of other times in my life where you're at that crossroads where you can quit. And I'm not saying hurt yourself by doing some crappy reps or something like that. Even though my back was dropping, my abs were still engaged. I still felt safe in doing that, even though I collapsed a bit. Otherwise, I would have stopped. But mentally, right then, in that moment there, you saw I could have quit, and I didn't. And that's all I'm asking of you guys. Give your heart. It makes your life different. You get a stronger mental attitude on everything. Whether it's persevering through traumatic experiences like we're going through today, what I went through many years ago, what my brother Jude did last night, all of those are basically putting you in the fire, putting you out there and seeing, am I gonna stand or am I gonna fall? And it's those moments like this that you remember for the rest of your life where you stood when you could have fallen or you could have quit. Okay, that's it for today. That's my stories and my lessons. If you guys dig this, please share it and hopefully inspire others. And just make this world a better place. People helping people, people helping planet. Peace.